Count the seconds down and it'll come back. It's a shame though, because I'm actually doing quite a good lap here. Put no cars around me and I do good lap times. God knows what I'm going to do in the actual race when there's cars all around me. Yeah, ran a bit wide there, so I had to ease off the throttle slightly. Penultimate corner, final corner. Let's really kick the tail in gear. Here we go. After all that, I set a worse time. Must have been just that little bit of running wide. Cost me. I run wide on this hairpin a lot. There's 2 hairpins on this track. This one technically is a hairpin, but you don't have to really slow down that much for it because the car's already going slow. So there's two hairpins, and I hate them both. I hate hairpin turns in F1 tracks, but it's part of the deal, isn't it? It's what makes the F1 great, is these corners. You don't get this in NASCAR, for example. It's 2 left turns and that's it. So again, every time I get my sector time back up, I then go and make a mistake and lose it again. But the car is constantly getting lighter as I'm out on track, so as I use more fuel, the car will get lighter, so my lap times will get better. That's why, when you watch real life qualifying, you'll notice that the cars actually get faster and faster as the session goes on. It's because the drivers are getting more into the track, the conditions are getting better, also the cars are getting lighter, which means they can go faster. Ah, see, I lost it on this corner again. I need to get the acceleration up in this last bit. So actually, it says I'm qualifying in 16th at the moment, which is pretty good. I guess what the green box is my target. So my target is 21st, and I'm way ahead of that. Instead, I'm in 16th at the moment, so I'm quite pleased with that as a first qualifying. And I'm actually getting some laps in too, which I'm very pleased with. And just to say that again, I clipped the wall. I keep looking at the chat, that's why. I'm getting distracted by the chat. I might have to excuse myself and not read the chat for a couple of laps. Not that anyone's actually saying anything right now, but it's in case someone joins and says something. I should come up with like a sound notification. I used to have it so if someone spoke for the first time, it would come up with a little noise so I knew. Whoop, I'm running off that corner as well. The car that was behind me is either pitted or I'm faster than it, because the gap has opened up quite a bit. Okay, I'm going to make this my last lap, and then I'm going to pit, and then we're going to go into the race, because I think I'm at a pretty decent level now. I know the track fairly well. There'll be cars around me in the actual race, so I might not be gunning it as hard. 16th seems to be my position right now. Box this lap. Yeah, I love that. I love that a lot. That's the immersion right there, because I've got the cockpit view. I'm not actually wearing a helmet right now, but I've got a headset on, so you guys can hear me. And I can communicate with my team with the touch of a button. Is there one where I can see what my teammate's doing? Let me get on a good piece of track and I'll actually have a look. So this next section here. Teammate status. tell me then. Teammate status. Is it not telling me because it's a checkered flag? I bet that's what it is. Well, I'm boxing this lap anyway, so checkered flag doesn't really matter. I didn't see a countdown anywhere though. Did you guys see a countdown? Ah, it's at the top. 2 minutes left. Okay. Top right corner is where it is. Normally it's centered. Top center. Alright. Qualifying complete. There's my teammate getting wheeled in. Behind me. Now it's my turn. Right, so Sunderland lost 2-1. I'm happy then. Newcastle won yesterday, Stevenage won yesterday, my mum's team Chelsea won yesterday. So I'm happy about all of them. I'm just tweeting out again, by the way. So if you follow me on Twitter and you read in these tweets, you'll be able to judge whereabouts in the race. Oh, I did have front wing damage. Huh.
Car repairs have set us back a little. So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top three are Rosberg, Hamilton and Max Verstappen. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, it's goodbye.
I need to save this web address into my phone so I don't have to keep typing it out each time. There's a way of doing it. I've forgotten what it is. I think it's if I do that. There we go. No. Share? No. I don't know what it is then. What am I looking for? Hashtag. Sorry guys, this isn't very entertaining to watch. Right. So I qualified 17th. My teammate qualified 19th, so I qualified ahead of him. And Nasir, yes, he didn't qualify. Disqualified. Awesome. Revenge is a dish best served by qualifying. That's what I say. Okay, so now it's race time. You might also notice a bar at the top of the screen with the first target written on it. That's my donations. If you want to donate, you can donate via the donation page, which does appear in the chat. For those of you, I'm going to make it come up again. There we go. Any of you who want to donate, you can donate to Twitch alerts and it'll appear on the stream, or you can donate to Patreon or PayPal. Actually, I don't think the PayPal one works anymore. You could donate to Patreon and it will notify me, which is awesome. Right. Completed qualification, yes. Qualifying position, I was 2 places above, so I get kudos there. Pole position, no. Penalty free, yes. Fastest sector, I got Sector 1. He got Sector 2. I got Sector 3. And I also got the fastest lap by nearly a second. So I'm doing alright there. Introduction to team standings. Your position within the team influences which contract events have a chance of triggering. Categories are split into underperforming, performing and exceeding. Position is gained and lost based on your performance in qualifying and race. So at the moment I'm doing well. Purple seems to be good. If I can keep in purple, I'll be happy. Red is bad.
Hi, guess who? I've seen the team's expectations for the race, so I thought I'd pass them on and wish you luck. Take
Right,
care.
finish the race in 19th place or higher and beat my rival. Drivers' Championship target, placed 20th or higher. I reckon I could do that. There's no point really looking around right now. Research and development, I don't think I can afford anything still. I'm 20 points off what I would like. Standings we're all at 0 at the moment, but for some reason I'm placed at the bottom. Construction standings, we are 9th. I'd like to get the team doing well in the Constructors' Championship. This doesn't matter. Trophy room, nothing there, into tutorials. Right. Shall we go to the race? As I say, the stream will end at the end of the race. I would like to finish the race, so if I crash out, I might restart the race just this one time to try and actually finish a race. I'd like to finish. I was quite happy that I finished qualifying, even though I had that little bump, which meant I had to have my wing fixed. But I'm quite pleased with how everything's going so far. That was a weird accent. I'm pleased with how everything's going so far.
They say that even a second is an eternity in Formula One, so going 4 winter months with no racing at all seemed a very long time indeed. We're back though in Melbourne, home of the Australian Grand Prix since 1996.
There's that corner I hate. That bloody hairpin.
We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car...
So this could be the first time I see a safety car out on the track.
I'm joined today in the commentary box, as I will be throughout this season, by a great racing driver. Former F1 competitor, man who was world champion once upon a time as well, and an all-round top chap. It's the one and only Anthony Davidson. And tell me, here we are, first Grand Prix of the season, the first time racing these cars. So what are the big questions that need to be answered here, in your view?
First of all, Crofty, and thanks for the glowing introduction. I just want to say...
I thought they might have got Martin Brundle to do the commentary, but I guess not.
What this competitive field has in store for us this season. Now, to answer your question, obviously there's the question of performance in race trim, but really this is going to be all about reliability. It's the first Grand Prix of the season, don't forget. You're pushing all your new components to their limits. Formula 1 cars are full of very sophisticated but also very sensitive technology. So the most important thing today is to get to the end of the race, keep everything in good condition, and try to stay out of trouble while you're at it.
Excellent job yesterday. We qualified above expectations. Let's go out there and put in
So
a
we
performance.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Nico Rosberg will start his silver arrow from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Ricciardo, Kimi Raikkonen, and Bottas, Fiat, Verstappen, Massa, and Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Perez, Roman Grosjean, and Button, Gutierrez, Hulkenberg,
A manor. That's what I'm called. A manor.
and Palmer. Marcus
I did wonder
Ericsson
about that.
And Felipe Nasser starts from the back of the grid. And with lights out just moments away,
It's one of these
time to
things
get
that
out
in
to the
Fallout 4, for Cogsworth, they recorded a load of names for him to say. I thought they might do that for some of these games as well. FIFA could be one of them. Who knows? But a manor is not really what I wanted to be called. Anyway, car settings. So park firme, blah, 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 blah. So we can't actually change the car at all. What strategy? That's the higher tyre management is the one we've gone for at the moment. I kind of want to go for the low tyre management. Drive as hard and fast as possible to get the most performance out of each set of tyres, mitigating the time lost from making additional pit stops. I prefer that one. I think we're ready to start. I'm going to have to do the formation lap. I think. Am I doing the formation lap? I might not be actually. Yeah.
Okay, our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap.
It's all about warming up the tyres. You have to maintain position, so I have to stay pretty much behind Hulkenberg. And Magnussen has to stay behind me. Okay, so the formation lap is under the safety car, which is why the track is currently yellow. It's technically just safety car conditions. No overtaking, not allowed to exceed a certain speed. Drivers use this as an opportunity just to warm the tyres up, etc. So that's what I'm doing. Leave a gap between me and Magnussen. Late braking, warm the brakes up a little bit. Let's get the car in a pretty good nick. Ready for the race. Whoops. No, no, no. Don't crash on the formation lap, for Christ's sake. That would not go down well with my superiors. Right, so right underneath the chat now, I've got the bloody car condition, which I don't think I've had before. I don't know whether that goes away or not after the formation lap. So I might have to move the chat again. In the future, I will come up with a customized screen for each of my streaming games, so... Car's taken over at this point, so I'm going to have to... Car condition is gone, which is fine. But I might make the actual game screen a little bit smaller and have a sidebar and a top bar with all this stuff on, so the chat and all of that stuff.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
Here we go. Form an orderly queue. Completed a penalty-free formation lap. Here we go. Our race has begun. I'm not going to overtake. I'm going to go nice and careful. There's my teammate just deciding to go past me. And I got bumped into by Palmer. I got a warning. You are joking.
We're seeing minor damage to the front wing. Be easy on the car till we get it repaired. We don't want to risk making this worse.
Bugger off, Palmer. Oh wow, my braking is off. Well, that's just lost me all my places. So I've gone from 16th to 21st. And my grip is way off because of the damage to my car.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
Confirm change.
Copy that.
I've just been whacked again. Yeah, this first race was never going to go down well, was it?
You've taken damage to the front wing. We recommend you pit for repairs before this
Well, there's
becomes a
Nazir.
serious problem
So I
for
can go
us.
past him. That's one place back. Was he who I crashed into there? I don't know, they want me to pit for repairs, but the car actually doesn't feel too bad. I might be able to get a couple of laps out of it. Yeah, car feels okay. Doesn't feel too bad. Team don't seem to mind me staying out. I'm going to try and get some places back. There are some cars that I'm starting to catch up on. If I can just get 2 or 3 places back. They want me to finish 19th. So if I can finish 19th at least, that should be fine. I did well in qualifying, so if I don't quite do as well in the race, that should sort of make up for that. Come on. Ran wide on that corner again. Now I'm focused on catching up with the cars in front. I'm sort of losing my... I'm just going to focus on the track. Not worry too much about the cars in front. If I reach them, then fine. If I don't, then... oh well. The idea is to try and get this car around all 29 laps. I say, it feels okay. It doesn't feel too bad. I'm going to commentate less, I think, during the actual race, because I'll be focusing a lot, so hopefully you guys don't mind that. Let the car do the talking, let the music sort of play. Music doesn't really fit in with F1. Alright, I'm going to pit now. I'm going to get the car fixed and see if that improves things. Right, if you are joining the stream and you're in the chat, don't be afraid to say hi. You know, let me know you're here. That'd be cool. You know, I always encourage interaction in my videos and my streams. So if you want to come in and say hi, do so.
Complete. Go now.
Right, here we go. Back on track.
2 stops remaining in the strategy.
I forgot I don't get wheeled into the garage this time. So I still came out ahead of Nazir. He's probably pitted as well, actually, if his car was damaged.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead.
But now it is just about car management. See it through the race. Maybe try and get a place back. If I could do one overtake, I'll be happy. That crash, though, and spinning the car is always the worst thing you can do. Because you are then facing the wrong way. You got to try and spin it round. In real life, you can actually do like a 180 degree on the spot, but I don't think you can do it on this game. And this is a button you press, which I don't know of. Maybe if you press accelerate and brake at the same time, it does it. But yeah, the car feels more responsive now. Definitely. I got done for corner cutting as well on that incident. I don't remember cutting a corner. I remember getting whacked around the corner. If they're doing me for that, then that's very harsh. Have a little word with the stewards after for that.
Conditions should remain dry. We will keep you informed of any changes to the weather.
Okay, here we go. So Ericsson is the car that I've got to try and catch. I went a little bit wide on turn 1. Turn 2 I'm okay. Just got to focus on the track. The car will get better. I plan on staying with Manor for a little while. Fair few seasons. I don't want to be one of these people who just jumps and leaves. To put that in context, Football Manager, I haven't done Football Manager videos this year, but that was not good. I'm manager of Hatfield Town on Football Manager. I got the database extension add-on pack off FM Scout. And I've got a sneeze coming, excuse me. Oh. Excuse me. Right, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Hatfield Town. You start off very low down the Football League ladder. Very, very low down. I'm now in the Premier League and I've just celebrated my 30th season in charge. Having won the Premier League in that season. So, it's fair to say that I like to stay with the same team for as long as possible. Normally I only leave a team if they get rid of me. So if Manor decide they don't want me anymore, and they sack me, then I will leave, obviously. Don't really have a choice. But apart from that, I think I'll pretty much stay with them voluntarily. Because I want to see the car develop. I like being the underdog. I like going with the small team. That's quite a good lap. If I could just set some good lap times as well. If I can set faster lap times than my opponent, my rival, my teammate, whatever you want to call him, I'll be happy. Is that what this is all about? It's about matching my teammate. And the only reason he's currently ahead of me is because he cut me up on the first straight, which I'm sure isn't allowed. And I spun because I got hit by Palmer.
The gap to the car ahead is 31.
Wow, I'm 30 seconds behind. That must be the pit stop. Took me 30 seconds behind. Rival status.
The difference is
Okay. So it's 30 seconds. I've got to close down 30 seconds in 24 laps. I don't know. I'm doing alright. If I can just look after the car. As the tyres degrade, the grip will get worse, but the fuel's going down, so the car will be lighter. So it'd be very, very interesting to see how that changes the dynamics. This should be another good lap time. Yeah, 2 seconds down. As you see, I'm definitely getting more into it now. The car is in very good condition. It's in race condition, which is always better than qualifying and practice. Brakes are a little off. There's no damage to the car, obviously, because I haven't hit anything since I returned to the track. But the brakes do feel a little soft, so I might put some R&D into developing better brakes, if that's an option. I assume the brakes are ceramic in F1 cars, although ceramic's quite heavy, so it might be carbon fibre. Thinking about it, ceramic would be a stupid decision for an F1 car. Got like 2 kitchen sinks in each tyre. Valtteri Bottas is out, so that puts me from 21st to 20th.
VSC deployed. The virtual safety car has been deployed. We need to keep a positive delta here. Slow down, maintain a
Virtual
positive
safety
delta.
car, do not exceed delta pace. What is delta pace? It'll tell me somewhere. No overtaking, I know that. That must be because Bottas crashed. Right, so I'm actually going too fast at the moment.
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one? Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green. Be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track.
No overtaking
through
apart from the car.
overflags.
Confirm change.
Understood, copy that.
So I'm up to 20th now. I'm only 1 off my target. That must be Bottas that I just went past. Up at the side of the track. So they'll be trying to get his car off the track now, I imagine. I don't think they're cheering for me. I'd like to think they are, but I don't think they are.
Ericsson's strategy should see him need to pit within 5 laps.
I don't actually know what my strategy's been changed to. They just said it was a better strategy, so I went with it. You don't really have enough time to glance down and see what the change is. I trust my team. My team are more experienced than I am in this situation, so I might as well just trust them. Go with what they tell me to do. And if it doesn't work out, I've got them to blame. This car is feeling nice around these corners now, though.
The car ahead has come in and fitted the soft tyre.
Is that Massa just pitted?
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Alright, so I'm going to have to pit again soon. We're on lap 8. So we're over a quarter of the way through the race now. Sounds like they'll be changing my tyres. Rival status. I hit something then.
Is 32.5 seconds. The time last lap was a 1 minute 39.4. They're on fresh softs. We think they've got one more stop. Our gap to the car in front is 27.0 seconds.
Did I hit something then, or did I don't know. I might have just hit the bollard and it shook me off slightly. The car doesn't feel damaged. I'm gaining time on my rival as well, which is good. Well, I'm gaining time on Massa. I've gained 3 seconds over the last couple of laps, which is awesome. They've only got one more stop. Does that mean I've only got one more stop? I suppose because I had to stop quite early in the race, didn't I? So one more stop is probably quite feasible. My lap time was down there slightly. That little nick that I had is probably the reason for that. Yeah, I keep getting this corner wrong. I brake way too late going into it. Run wide. Waste valuable seconds getting back on the racing line. Also got to remember, it's not a bad thing necessarily to ride the apex on some of these curves. Like this one here, you're you're expected to ride the apex. And this one. I'd say I'm having quite a nice leisurely Sunday drive right now. And then I come off the track and there's damage. Oh damn. Is there a flashback option? Oh, I turned off flashback, didn't I? Am I going to restart the race? I did say I would, didn't I? I said I would restart if I crashed. Alright, let's try and keep my place this time. If I just keep my line, and if anyone hits me, it's their fault. But I did just shunt Gutierrez. That was my fault. And my front wing's damaged. I wish they had brake lights. How am I supposed to know when they're braking? I just had to concede that position to Ericsson as well because he nudged me. I thought they'd fix that on this game. They said the AI was less aggressive. Are they sure? Yeah, I think my front wing damage is going to cost me some speed here. Again, if I just look after the car and don't spin out like a moron like I did last time. I just caught the grass, that's what happened. There's no apex here, it's just grass. So I was trying to cut the corner like a smart ass. Caught the grass, lost my left wheels. Tried to correct and just skidded right across the track into the wall. As soon as the wheel pings off, that's it, it's game over. And there's nothing you can do, you just have to ride it. Like a chump. Right, definitely minimal commentary now, guys. I'm in full focus mode, so apologies if you like hearing my voice, but I need to focus on the race. Managed to get 2 places back there. I'm quite pleased with that. Went down the inside, brake late. That's my tactical braking. I'm very much in the Lewis Hamilton school of late braking. Right, I should be able to get a couple of laps out of this then, before having my front wing changed. So if I sort of use this as damage limitations and just try and get as much ground on the opposition as possible, I'm ahead of my teammate by 1 place. So if I just use this as an opportunity to gather some speed, maybe set a couple of half-decent lap times, and then go get my wing changed, then I should be able to set some really good lap times and make up ground again. So I'll do one more lap, I think, and then I'll pit. Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Just let the team know I'm actually coming. Right, so I'm not so much gaining ground on Hulkenberg, but I'm not really losing it either. I've just got to concentrate, focus. This is kind of my favourite race conditions, where there are cars in front and behind, but they're not right in front and right behind. As I say, I wish F1 cars had brake lights, because that's what caused me to crash, was I just drove straight into the back of him. So I was trying to brake late on the corner, but I had to have some of the racing line, and he just suddenly stopped in front of me. I'll say in terms of handling, I'm doing alright with the car. Say I'm going to pit this lap, so I have to be careful on the pit approach. There we are. Is that what I wanted to press? No. It says pit stops learn more. Press the... oh, I pressed the wrong button. Something there. There's absolutely nothing I want to change here. But you all saw it. It said press the menu button. Hello, Victor Reznov. I can read that. Hello, Victor Reznov. Are you real? Or are you a figment of my imagination? Welcome to the stream anyway. Hope you enjoy my colossally bad driving as I slip to bottom of the grid.
Okay, you only have to stop once now. 1 stop left.
Got to get some heat back in these tyres. And I'm a long way behind now. Rival status.
The gap is 22.0 seconds. The time last lap was a 1:39.2. They're on fresh softs. We think they've got one.
Right, Victor Reznov is real. That's good. No worries. Thank you for joining on this Sunday afternoon. I'm hoping there's people who've sort of got me open on Twitch or YouTube whilst watching the football on the other screen. That's what I would do. That's what I do actually. I have an Xbox, a desktop, and a laptop and a tablet, and I have so many different sort of streaming applications open on all of them. I watch the football on my Xbox, I watch YouTube on my desktop and tablet, and my laptop I have just whatever else needs watching really. I'm a massive techno person. Mission Control, my family call my room. Right, here we go.
Okay, distance to
So I gained 2 seconds on my teammate on that lap. That's quite impressive. You must be having a hard time. Don't forget to hit the follow button if you want to see more of this, by the way. And if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, the link is there in the chat somewhere. It should be popping up fairly regularly, but I kind of have it set up so people need to chat for it to come up. So if you put just a few blank lines in, it might come up again. But youtube.com/M4J3FFR135. This video will be going on YouTube. It'll be going up as a whole. I will edit out the beginning bit because I didn't quite start it as planned. But everything will be going up, warts and all, including my failure on the first attempt of this race due to my complacency. Check it out. If you follow, your name will come up on screen, which is always cool. If you do wish to donate as well, the donate link is there. Again, that will come up on screen and it will go towards my target, and it will be very muchly appreciated. That's what I hit. I think it was on qualifying. I hit that bollard and didn't know what it was. I hope that hasn't damaged the front wing again. It's foam, it shouldn't damage it. But I can feel the car is sliding. And I've just cut the corner. Yeah, the car's sliding to the left. I think the music's just run out as well. Okay, so now you've got raw F1 orchestral noises whilst I try and find an opportunity to get the music starting again. For those of you wondering what the music is, it's the Nox Crew game show soundtrack by Isaac Wilkins. If you look it up online, you should be able to find it. It's nice music, actually. It's very nice music. There's one in there somewhere called Space. I think it's called Space V2. It's one of my personal favourites. I use it in all of my time-lapse videos. Right, so I'm 20-something seconds behind my rival. And my rival is 2 places ahead of me. So I should be able to catch NASA soon, if I just keep driving as I am. I'm yet to see him on the screen. So I imagine he's a little way ahead of me still. I haven't been lapped yet either, which is good. Although I imagine I'll be blue flagged soon enough. I'm continuously setting faster lap times. Hang on, I'm going to get the music back. This is not going to work. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I think it just sounds better with music. Helps me concentrate. Don't know if it makes the video any nicer for you guys to watch, but it certainly, music helps me concentrate. Especially music with no lyrics. Oh, I'm really messing up this lap. I did so well, I saved 2 seconds on the last lap, and now I've gone off twice on this one. And that's what happened last time. My wheels went onto the grass, and that's what made me spin.
Gap to car in front is 12.7 seconds.
Okay, NASA is 12 seconds ahead. If you guys have any feedback, by the way, whilst I'm streaming, you can leave it in the comments in the YouTube video of this, or you can just put it in the chat. All feedback is taken on board. People in the past asked for graphics, which is why I've got graphics now. Music was one of the requests, so I've got music. You know, any suggestions, anything you think could make the stream more enjoyable or easier to watch or just better in general, then feel free to let me know. Got absolutely no problem with that. Ah, I was looking at the chat again. Oh my god. I've got to stop doing that. What do I do? Do I restart again or do I... I can't keep restarting, it's stupid. Right, third time is the charm. I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to focus. I'm not going to crash on the first lap. I'm going to hold my position. Here, I'm going to try and get round the first corner. Oh wow, I haven't held my position. If I can get round the first lap without crashing, cars then start to space themselves out a bit more. Well, that's... he's hit me!
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
He's hit me there! Oh, I'm on the racing line, racing line, racing line, racing line, racing line. Still on the racing line. And then he's just shunted me. That's... I bet that's Palmer again. What a douche. Right, screw it. I'm going up the inside. Screw you guys. Oh, now I've just hit Sainz. That's a front wing damage again, isn't it? Yep. Okay, damage is minimal. That's made it worse. Guess who was looking at the chat again? I think I've given myself a puncture. I can't keep doing this. I cannot keep doing this. I said this stream would be 2 hours. How hard is it to get round 29 laps? You'd think it would be easy, wouldn't you? Right, let's try not to shunt anybody this time. I've lost the racing line. I'm sort of off track right now as well. Right, if I slip in behind Magnussen, I'm currently 16th. In a good position. I'm being hit again. Someone's hitting me. And the cars space out as the race goes on, I know, but this is ridiculous. I just cannot do starts. I'll say this is the best it's been. Well, again, I misjudged the corner there, so I've kind of... Yeah, he's hit me. Magnussen hit me. He spun off though, so ha, sucks to be you. That puts me in 15th position, and there's actually a gap now between me and 16th. Rival status.
The difference is 4.8 seconds. They're on fresh softs.
Look at that, Jensen Button is the car in front of me. This feels like the formation lap again, you know. Right, can I get past Button on this straight? I can't see it happening. It kind of has to happen now because of the way I started. And I drove into Perez, but I've made 2 places. So as long as I stop driving into the other drivers, as I say, commentary will be minimal from now on, I think, as I try and concentrate again. And I'm going to stop looking at the chat. So if you are in the chat, hello, welcome to the stream. I should get a little auto thing coming up just saying hello and welcome, because I cannot keep looking at the screen.
Safety car deployed. The safety car has been
Right, Perez is out of the race. Was that Perez who just hit me then?
positive as we catch the pack. We're seeing minor damage to the front wing. Be easy on the car till we get it repaired.
Yeah, I've damaged my front wing again.
It's worse.
Not good. So do I pit now, or do I try and go for a couple more laps? Box next lap.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
Might as well just get it fixed now. I'm in an unrealistic position at the moment anyway, in 13th. How I got past Button, I do not know. I could have sworn the McLaren was faster than Manor, but apparently not. Well, I have got the Mercedes engine, which does help. There is a fairly big gap between me and the car behind, so I should be able to pit.
Drop your speed. Our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Let's say I pit this lap. No overtaking allowed, because we're on the yellow flag. So I should be able to pit, get my car fixed. Oh, there's loads of cars going past me right now. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. Fix the wing, come on. Oh boy. Mind you, this will count as one of my pit stops, won't it? Oh, I'm so far behind. Perez is the only car behind me, but he's out.
One stop to go. One stop left in this strategy.
So it's still under the safety car. But I don't think I'm under a speed restriction now, because there's no cars around me. I'm certainly not in danger of overtaking anyone, am I? Let's get these tyres warmed up. They definitely changed my wheels, I saw that. So my stopping strategy has changed, so I should be able to catch up with some of my rivals as they're pitting. They won't be in the pits for anywhere near as long as I was, but the ones who overtook me that really mattered were the ones that were like 20 seconds behind anyway. How long's the safety car going to be out for? I can't remember where Perez hit me. Crap, there's a car in front. I've got to stay behind him. Oh, I've caught up with the pack. That's actually, pitting on the safety car is a very smart thing to do, as it turns out.
Right, pick up the pace a touch, please. We need to close to it.
Whoops, I've just hit the wall again. Okay, so now we're in formation. God, if we do a couple of laps at this speed, I can handle it. Rival status.
The difference is 8.5 seconds. The time last lap was a 2 minute 0.3.
That was debris in the track there, wasn't it?
We think they've got one more stop.
Either that or I just ran over a marshal. Safety car in this lap. We'll be able to start racing again. How many cars do you reckon I'll be able to go past once the safety car goes? My target is 19th, I'm currently 21st, so I have to go past 2 cars, one of which I think is my rival / teammate. This gives me a good opportunity to actually see the proper racing line on this track. They do have brake lights, they're just below the nose. That's no handy. Wow, this is slow. What am I doing? 50 miles an hour? Kilometers an hour. And I can't overtake. Alright, green flag. We're back to racing. I'm going to get on the home straight. And I'm going to start overtaking all these guys. Here we go. Is DRS enabled? Doesn't look like it. I'm past Magnussen.
Okay, you're in his dirty air. Get past him.
Oh, I nearly crashed into the back of Nazir. Now we're racing. Now we are racing. Lap 5. I have to look after the car. I can't drive like a pillock. Straight away I go off the track. I've got to stop running wide, it's just losing me time. All that's doing is allowing Magnussen to catch up and allowing Nazar and Palmer to pull away. Look at that, just keep running wide. What is going on? Nazar went for the overtake there. Look at that, 3 and 1. Now I've got to get some ground on them.
17th place, you've moved up into P17.
This is what I do best. When I am actually allowed to race properly on an open track like this, I do make up the ground. Brake nice and early here so I don't crash into the back of Ericsson. I'll try and take him on the next lap. There's a gap between me and the cars behind as well, which is good. There's no chance of me getting hit.
Conditions should remain dry. We will keep you informed of any changes to the weather.
Ah, can't get past him there. Whoa, clipped him. Doesn't look like damage.
The gap to the car ahead is 1.1 seconds.
I'm just going to give him some space. Try and catch him on the last couple of corners and then take him on the straight again. That seems to be where I do the best. That one we've just gone round as well. I took 3 there last lap. It's all about that inside line, late braking, trying to get back on the racing line as quick as possible and not allowing yourself to be bullied. Is DRS enabled yet? Doesn't look like it. Right, DRS is now on.
Stewards have now enabled DRS.
Just as I say it, it's on. I think I'm just outside the time. You have to be a second behind. I think I'm over a second right now. So I can't actually use it. But I'll definitely be using that to try and catch up to Ericsson. If not get past him. That is debris on the track, isn't it? Aha, take that. Oh, what? What am I getting warned for?
That was far too aggressive. Clean passes only.
Alright, fine. A little aggressive. I might have taken Magnussen out the race. And my rival is the next car back. Right, come on, just concentrate now. I've got no one in front of me. If I can just concentrate on putting in some good lap times. Stop looking at the chat. Then I should be able to pull away from the pack behind. In fact, there's some people pitting here as well, so I'm going to go past them.
Our gap to the car in front is
Holy smokes, I've just gone past Vettel. That should put me in good stead for when I pit next, which would be about halfway, I assume now. I don't even know why I'm thinking that far ahead, because I'm still driving like an absolute berk. Putting myself at risk. Myself, the team, the car, possibly innocent spectators. So I keep looking at the things around the screen and not actually looking at the screen. I've got to focus on that big grey thing in front of me and not the little grey things either side.
we're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or
Confirm change. So lap 10 looks like will be my next pit stop. So I've got 2 more stops scheduled in the race. That's fine. I suppose I can live with that. As long as my opponents have at least another stop. I should be able to make the most of it. But yeah, I guess the tyres are getting a bit worn, which is why they're going to call me in.
so it's in the pit lane?
Yeah, there's a lot of cars pitting now. There's Hamilton. So at the moment I'm up to 9th. There's Danny Ricciardo in front of me. I braked way too late again. That was my fault. That was purely my fault. I almost had to let Hamilton pass then, but... He's going to ram me, isn't he? You just know it.
Okay, gap ahead is 3.9 seconds.
Yeah, he's right up my backside. And he brakes late. So I bet they've got that personality of his in the game. So he's got my strategy with my engine and he's right behind me. And he's just hit me.
Strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one? You've knocked the front wing. The damage only looks minor, but you'll need to take it easy.
I've knocked the front wing.
The problem worse.
Confirm change.
Got that confirmed.
So they want me to go on a 3-stop program now. They want me to pit now. That's going to really set me back in this race. No, all my places that I worked so hard to gain are all going. Hamilton's 21st after he smashed into the back of me. Entirely his fault, by the way. I had the racing line, I had the advantage, and he goes and hits me.
Exit now.
And somehow him hitting me from behind damaged my front wing. How does that work? What I do know is I'm miles behind now and I've got a lot of work to do to catch up. Thank you, Lewis. Yeah, I cut a corner, sue me. Thing is, I kept at least two tyres on the track still, so okay, I knocked the bollard over, but I remained on the track, as it were. It's getting a huge gap caused by the fact that I had to have my front wing replaced, which was a 30-second pit stop. I can feel the car sliding, that's why I put the brakes on a little bit there. Because I guess the tyres are still warming up, but I really don't want to crash now. This would be my 5th attempt if I had to start again. 2 of them weren't my fault. So I didn't feel guilty about that. Especially crashing on the first lap because someone shoved me into the wall. That's definitely not my fault. What? I made up 13 seconds. Oh no, wait. Car in front, not rival. Car in front. Oh, for God's sake. The line was green. How did I run wide when the line was green? It's a shambles. Okay, so I might be able to overtake Verstappen if he's slowing down. That'll get me the place back that I need. It's an interesting question actually. Which team does Verstappen race for on here? Is it Red Bull or is it Toro Rosso? Because he's changed mid-season. So it's a case of when were the driver lineups confirmed for this game? It's a very interesting question. Oh, there's no way I'm going to catch him whilst he's in the pits now, is there? Or is there? Pick up the pace a little bit around these last couple of corners. Not crash into the wall this time. Take the corner nice and easy. I might be able to catch him. Oh, he's right in front of me, damn it. He's there. Look. And I've gone wide because I'm so busy focusing on him. The gap to the car ahead is 6.2 he's 6 seconds ahead of me. That doesn't look like 6 seconds. Gone wide again. Going wide and finding the green line still isn't so bad in terms of going around the corner, but it means you can't accelerate away quick enough, which is where it costs you. That's why I started the late braking philosophy for some of these easier corners. It doesn't work for the hairpins at all, but for some of the easier ones it does. There we go, that's better. Quick on the throttle, on the getaway. Don't go on the grass. Braked in front of me again. It's like he wants me to hit him. I'm going to have to give him that place back because I cut the corner. Because again, I thought he was going to hit me, so I went a little bit narrower on the corner. Confirm change. One of the things now, if I memorise the commands, voice commands, then I don't have to keep looking at the screen, so I can still focus on the track. I'm still braking late into that corner. And it's still costing me for this corner as well, and I've just hit the wall again, even though I was sort of on the green line still. There you go, I've caught him up. Is there a good passing place near here? There is. And I found it. Coming up the inside, braking late, taking completely the wrong line round that corner. But I've got past my rival. Okay, so they want me to pit this lap. So I've just done all that hard work to get past my teammate who's just himself pitted. And now I'm going to have to pit. So I'm going to lose my place again. And they're going to fix the front wing again. Oh, man. I wish there was a way I could tell them don't touch the wing. Because actually the wing is okay. I'm managing the race quite nicely with the wing. I would say the tyres need changing and that's it. There we go, 20th, 21st. Looks like Perez might actually still be racing. Compound the matter. Fitted all 3 available tyre compounds in a race.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Seems as though my race team wanted me to get that achievement. So I've got another brand new set of tyres that I've got to bed in. Plus a new front wing again. So actually the front wing provides more downforce, which has helped me a little bit on that corner. So that's not too bad. What is bad is I've got to get those 2 places back again. But they might have another pit stop actually. They might still have another stop. It's 14 laps till the end of the race. So I think I've got another stop, but I reckon they do as well. So I guess it's all about when I pit. That's the clincher. Oh yeah, I took that chicane quite nicely. Cut the first corner possibly a little bit too much, but that gave me a good line into the second. Lost too much speed there. Oh yeah, I did that one good too. There we go. I'm getting the hang of it again, guys. No lap time this time. That really counts because I started from the pits. Wide on turn 1 again. I always... Because you go from that really long straight into a corner. I always misjudge it.
We shouldn't see any rain, but if a storm front does appear, then we'll let you know.
Better not start raining now, that's all I need. 13 laps to go. I've got scratches or itches all over my face, all over my stomach and down my back. That seems to happen. It's the stress. I've got stress-induced eczema, I think is the way you could describe it. It's eczema that's brought on by stress. And playing this at the moment is quite stressful. In a light-hearted sort of way, but it's making it flare up. Right, that's how you regain control. I had grass on the back wheel, I think that's what made me slide. This wasn't a particularly good lap. It started well, but then I hit the grass a couple of times because I'm scratching. I don't think that would go down well in a real race. You know, sorry I crashed a £2 million car. I was scratching my nose. Especially as you can't really reach your nose unless you lift your visor, and then you've got to take a hand off the steering wheel, which there's probably a rule against.
Our gap to the car in front is 14.8 seconds.
I've got to get 14 seconds on the car in front. I'm 21st. I'm second last. You can definitely see where the car needs work. The driver is a good place to start. By next week, I should be better. I might go play the old F1 just to get my sort of practice in on the tracks. Or just don't write the car off. I might do some research as well to see what's a good way to set the car up. Stream-wise at least, this is much more successful than my Minecraft stream. Which I am still looking to fix, by the way. There's a reason why I haven't been streaming Minecraft the last 2 weeks, and that's because it still lags. I do little test recordings to see if it lags, and it still does, unfortunately. But we'll get around it. When there's a will, there's a way. Rival status.
The gap is 21.4 seconds. The time last lap was a 1 minute 38.7. They're on fresh mediums.
I swear they're not allowed to tell me what tyres they're on. Yeah, oh, maybe that was a rule that was brought in mid-season as well about what you can and can't say over the radio. I know there's one about team instructions. You're not allowed to say overtake or anything like that anymore. Again, it's getting a bit strict. F1 rules are a little bit stingy at the moment. So if you can't do this, you can't do that. They took some of the fun out of it a couple of years ago. Did I really just knock the whip? Oh, do you know what? I'm just going to retire this time.
Are you alright? Let me know you're alright.
That was a nothing incident. Look, I came around this corner. Bit wide, yeah, but not too bad. I suppose I drove sort of... Ah! That's annoying. Alright. I'm going to take my medicine. And I'm going to retire. That was a poor race. I was doing so well. But a poor race.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. And I have have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
Alright then, guys. So Rosberg won. Looks like Ricciardo came second and Vettel came third. I came dead last. Maybe one above last if Perez had to retire. Because that would be a bit rubbish. But that pretty much brings us to the end of the stream. I'm going to go back to the screen where...
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the Drivers' Table. Nico Rosberg takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. After
no
that
prizes for guessing where I am.
Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
I'm going to say Jenson Button.
My teammate is... Let's see, he finished 5 places ahead of me. Not brilliant. Not brilliant.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes move to the top of the table. There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.
There's no point even looking at the Constructors. Okay, so I'm going to get a rollicking, I imagine, from my team. I don't know, I am still leading the rivalry. Fair enough. That's gone down though, yeah. Yeah, that's gone back to the middle. Okay, it's gone down one below the middle. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so I'm going to go back into the introduction to career score. Career score is raised by performing well on the track, increasing in line with AI difficulty and assist settings. You can compare your score with that of your friends to see who has the current bragging rights. Not too interested in that, to be honest. Not bad score. Here I am. So this is probably back at Team HQ thinking about it. But yeah, that just about does it for the stream, guys. We are finished for the day. This video will probably be going live. Let's see. Let me just change my board, actually. I'm going to try and take the headset with me whilst I do this. I have a board on my wall where I've got the schedule. So I'm thinking... At the moment, SE is off. The reason SE is off is because it does this thing. It has to update a lot because there's a lot of new mod updates and things like that. But my Steam doesn't seem to like my version of Space Engineers, and it constantly cancels the update. So it's a real pain in the neck. So at the moment, I just can't record Space Engineers. So I'm going to replace it with F1. So the live stream, I started at 4 today, didn't I? I think I'm going to start after the Football in Future, which is going to be around 7, maybe? So 7 PM next week. And I will upload the video probably at 5 PM on Thursdays. That seems like a good option. So this should be going up this coming Thursday. But anyway, guys, all that's left for me really to say is thank you very much for watching. Follow me on Twitch if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to me on YouTube if you haven't done so already. Those of you who already have, thank you very much for your continued support. This wasn't the greatest stream. I will improve on the racing. Don't worry. I will definitely improve on that. But everything else seemed to go to plan. We had some people come in. We had a new follower, which is always great. And yeah, all that's left for me to say really then is until next time, I will see you soon.